Hello and welcome to your daily dose of English. I'm Tom and I'm here to help you speak English more naturally, step by step. Today we're going to talk about something very important: how to make friends in English. Not just how to say hello, but how to build real connections with people. I will teach you 100 useful phrases to help you make friends wherever you go. I will speak slowly and clearly so you can follow me and repeat after me. This is called shadowing, and it's one of the best ways to improve your speaking. In this episode, you will learn phrases for different situations: at work, at social events, in your neighbourhood, at the gym, and many more places. Each phrase comes with an explanation and a real example. You can pause after each phrase to practice. Making friends in a new language can feel scary. I understand this feeling. When I first moved to a new city, I was very shy. I could speak the language, but I didn't know how to start real friendships. I would stand at parties holding my drink, watching other people talk and laugh. I wanted to join them, but I didn't know how. Maybe you feel the same way. But here's the truth: making friends is a skill. Like riding a bicycle or cooking, you can learn it, you can practice it, and you can get better at it. Today, I will give you the tools, 100 phrases that will help you move from being a stranger to being a friend. Let's begin. Part 1. Breaking the ice. First meetings. Breaking the ice means starting a conversation with someone new. It's like breaking frozen water to reach the liquid underneath. These first 20 phrases will help you start conversations anywhere. 1. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Sarah. This is perfect for any social situation. It's friendly, direct, and opens the door for conversation. You're not waiting for an introduction. You're taking the first step. Use this at parties, work events, or community gatherings. Now you repeat, Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Sarah. 2. I love your jacket. Where did you get it? Compliments are powerful friend makers. When you notice something nice about someone, tell them. It could be their clothes, their bag, their phone case, anything. People feel good when they receive compliments and they usually want to talk more. Now you repeat, I love your jacket. Where did you get it? 3. This is my first time here. Do you come often? This phrase works in many places: a gym, a cafe, a community centre, a park. You're showing that you're new and open to guidance. Most people like to help newcomers. They might offer tips or invite you to join their group. Now you repeat, this is my first time here. Do you come often? 4. Excuse me, could you recommend something from the menu? This works great in cafes and restaurants. You're asking for help, which makes people feel valued. They might tell you their favourite dish, and suddenly you're having a conversation about food, something everyone enjoys talking about. Now you repeat, excuse me, could you recommend something from the menu? 5. I notice you're reading book name. Is it good? Book lovers always want to talk about books. If you see someone reading, this is a perfect conversation starter. Even if you haven't read the book, you can ask what it's about. You might discover a new favourite author. Now you repeat, I noticed you're reading that book. Is it good? 6. Do you know if there's a good coffee shop around here? This phrase does 2 things. It starts a conversation and it gets you useful information. Local people love sharing their favourite places. They might even offer to show you where it is or join you for coffee. Now you repeat. Do you know if there's a good coffee shop around here? 7. I'm new to this area. Any tips for a newcomer? Being honest about being new makes you approachable. People remember how it felt to be new somewhere. They often respond with helpful advice, favourite places, or warnings about things to avoid. This can lead to longer conversations. Now you repeat. I'm new to this area. Any tips for a newcomer? 8. Your dog is so cute. What's their name? Pet owners love talking about their pets. It's like talking about their children. When you compliment someone's pet, you're guaranteed a warm response. You might learn the pet's whole life story and make a friend in the process. Now you repeat. Your dog is so cute. What's their name? 9. This weather is crazy, isn't it? Weather is the universal conversation topic. Everyone has an opinion about it. It's safe, neutral, and relatable. From here, you can move to other topics. Weekend plans affected by weather, favourite seasons, or travel stories. Now you repeat. This weather is crazy, isn't it? 10. I'm trying to meet more people here. Mind if I join you? This is brave and direct. You're being honest about your goal. Most people respect this honesty and will welcome you. Use this when you see a group chatting at a casual event or gathering. Now you repeat. I'm trying to meet more people here. Mind if I join you? Let me tell you a quick story. Last year I used phrase number 10 at a community picnic. I saw 3 people sitting on a blanket laughing. My heart was beating fast, but I walked over and said those exact words. They smiled and made space for me immediately. One of those people is now my best friend. Sometimes being direct is the best approach. 11. That looks delicious. What are you eating? Food is a great connector. When you show interest in what someone is eating, they often want to share, either information about the food or sometimes even the food itself. This works in office break rooms, food courts, or casual restaurants. Now you repeat, that looks delicious. What are you eating? 12. I heard you talking about topic. I'm interested in that too. When you overhear something interesting, it's okay to politely join the conversation. This shows you have common interests. Make sure to wait for a natural pause before speaking and always be respectful. Now you repeat. I heard you talking about hiking. I'm interested in that too. 13. Do you need help with that? Offering help is a universal way to connect. Maybe someone is carrying heavy bags, looking lost, or struggling with technology. Your offer might be exactly what they need. Even if they don't need help, they'll appreciate the kindness. Now you repeat. Do you need help with that? 14. We keep running into each other. I'm Sarah, by the way. Use this when you see the same person repeatedly. At the gym, on your commute, at the local shop. Acknowledging the pattern breaks the ice naturally. It feels like fate is pushing you to be friends. Now you repeat. We keep running into each other. I'm Sarah, by the way. 15. Your presentation was really interesting. Could I ask you about This works after classes, meetings, or talks. Speakers appreciate knowing someone was listening. Ask a specific question about their topic. This shows genuine interest and often leads to passionate discussions. Now you repeat. Your presentation was really interesting. Could I ask you about the statistics you mentioned? 16. I couldn't help but notice your accent. Where are you from? Be careful with this one. Only use it if the conversation is already friendly. Many people enjoy talking about their background, but always be respectful. Share your own background too to make it a two-way exchange. Now you repeat. I couldn't help but notice your accent. Where are you from? 17. That's a unique name. How do you pronounce it? When you meet someone with an unfamiliar name, asking for the correct pronunciation shows respect. Most people appreciate when you make an effort to say their name correctly. It's a small gesture that means a lot. Now you repeat. That's a unique name. How do you pronounce it? 18. I'm looking for people to practice English with. Would you be interested? Honesty about language learning often attracts helpful people. You might find conversation partners, or people might introduce you to others who are also learning. This vulnerability often creates instant connections. Now you repeat. I'm looking for people to practice English with. Would you be interested? 19. Do you have any fun plans for the weekend? This is a classic Friday conversation starter. It's light, positive, and gives people a chance to share what they enjoy. Their answer tells you about their interests, which can guide future conversations. Now you repeat. Do you have any fun plans for the weekend? 20. I saw on the bulletin board that you organised the book club. How can I join? When you know someone's involved in an activity you're interested in, approach them directly. This shows initiative and genuine interest. They'll likely be enthusiastic about welcoming a new member. Now you repeat. I saw on the bulletin board that you organised the book club. How can I join? Part 2. Deepening connections at work. Phrases 21 to 40. Work is where many adult friendships begin. You spend many hours with colleagues, so it's natural to build connections. These phrases help you move beyond just professional talk. 21. How long have you been working here? This opens the door to learning about someone's journey. They might share why they joined the company, what they did before, or their career goals. It's more personal than just asking about their job title. Now you repeat. How long have you been working here? 22. Want to grab lunch together? Sharing a meal is a friendship accelerator. Lunch is perfect because it has a natural time limit. If the conversation flows well, you can make it a regular thing. If not, it was just one lunch. Now you repeat. Want to grab lunch together? 23. I'm getting coffee. Can I get you anything? This small offer shows thoughtfulness. Even if they say no, they'll remember the gesture. If they say yes, you have a reason to chat when you deliver their drink. It's a simple way to show you care. Now you repeat. I'm getting coffee. Can I get you anything? 24. How was your weekend? Do anything special? Monday morning conversations can be more than just fine, thanks. When you ask for details, you show genuine interest. People often share hobbies, family activities, or adventures that reveal who they are outside work. Now you repeat. How was your weekend? Do anything special? 25. I noticed you have photos of hiking on your desk. Do you go often? Observing personal items shows you pay attention. Whether it's photos, plants, or decorations, these items represent what people care about. Asking about them opens doors to passionate conversations. Now you repeat. I noticed you have photos of hiking on your desk. Do you go often? 26. That was a tough meeting. How are you feeling about it? Acknowledging shared difficult experiences builds bonds. You're showing empathy and creating space for honest conversation. This is how work friendships deepen, through supporting each other. Now you repeat. That was a tough meeting. How are you feeling about it? 27. I'm thinking of starting a lunch walking group. Would you be interested? Creating activities brings people together. A walking group is perfect because it's healthy, free, and allows conversation. By organising something, you become a connector of people. Now you repeat. I'm thinking of starting a lunch walking group. Would you be interested? 28. You always seem so organised. What's your secret? Asking for advice makes people feel valued. Everyone has skills they're proud of. When you notice and ask about them, you're giving a meaningful compliment and learning something useful. Now you repeat. You always seem so organised. What's your secret? 29. I brought extra cookies. Would you like one? Sharing food is a universal friendship builder. It doesn't have to be homemade. Even sharing snacks from the vending machine counts. This small act of generosity opens conversations and creates positive associations. Now you repeat. I brought extra cookies. Would you like one? 30. Do you know any good restaurants around here? This practical question often leads to personal recommendations. People love sharing their favourite spots. You might discover they have similar taste in food, or they might even suggest going together sometime. Now you repeat. Do you know any good restaurants around here? I remember when I started my current job, I was nervous about making friends. Everyone seemed to already have their groups. Then I started using phrase 23, offering to get coffee for people. Such a simple thing, but it changed everything. People started stopping by my desk to chat. Within a month, I had a regular lunch group. Small gestures really do make big differences. 31. How do you balance work and personal life? This deeper question shows you see your colleague as a whole person, not just a worker. It often leads to honest conversations about challenges, priorities, and life philosophies. Be prepared to share your own struggles too. Now you repeat. How do you balance work and personal life? 32. I'm new to the team. Any advice for success here? Asking for guidance shows humility and respect for others' experience. People enjoy feeling helpful. Their advice often includes informal information about office culture that you won't find in any handbook. Now you repeat, I'm new to the team. Any advice for success here? 33. Your idea in the meeting was brilliant. How did you come up with it? Specific compliments mean more than general ones. When you show you are really listening and thinking about their contribution, it matters. This often leads to interesting discussions about problem solving and creativity. Now you repeat, your idea in the meeting was brilliant. How did you come up with it? 34. Want to sit together at the company event? Nobody likes walking into events alone. By suggesting you sit together, you're offering mutual support. This partnership often extends beyond just one event, becoming a regular arrangement. Now you repeat, want to sit together at the company event? 35. I'm trying to learn more about department. Could you tell me about what you do? Showing interest in other departments broadens your network and knowledge. People usually enjoy explaining their work to genuinely interested listeners. You might discover unexpected connections or interests. Now you repeat, I'm trying to learn more about marketing. Could you tell me about what you do? 36. That project sounds stressful. Let me know if you need any help. Offering support during busy times is remembered. Even if they don't take you up on it immediately, they know you're someone who cares. This builds trust and reciprocity. Now you repeat, that project sounds stressful. Let me know if you need any help. 37. Do you usually eat lunch at your desk or do you go out? This information helps you understand someone's routine and preferences. If they eat at their desk, maybe they'd enjoy company. If they go out, perhaps you could join them sometime. Now you repeat, do you usually eat lunch at your desk or do you go out? 38. I saw you're connected to person on LinkedIn. How do you know them? Professional networks often overlap in interesting ways. This question can reveal shared connections, past experiences, or common interests. It's networking with a personal touch. Now you repeat, I saw you're connected to John on LinkedIn. How do you know them? 39. What did you do before working here? Everyone has a story about how they got where they are. These stories are often surprising and always interesting. You might discover shared experiences or inspiring career changes. Now you repeat, what did you do before working here? 40. A few of us are going to happy hour on Friday. Want to join? Including someone in after-work plans is a big step toward friendship. It moves the relationship outside the office walls. Even if they can't come this time, they'll appreciate being invited. Now you repeat. A few of us are going to happy hour on Friday. Want to join? Part 3. Social events and gatherings. Phrases 41 to 60. Social events can be overwhelming, especially in a second language. These phrases help you navigate parties, gatherings, and group activities with confidence. 41. How do you know the host? This classic party question immediately gives you common ground. You both know at least one person in common. The answer often reveals other connections and interesting stories about how friendships formed. Now you repeat. How do you know the host? 42. I'm terrible with names. Could you remind me? Admitting this common struggle makes you relatable. Most people have forgotten names too. They'll usually reintroduce themselves warmly and might share their own tricks for remembering names. Now you repeat. I'm terrible with names. Could you remind me? 43. This music reminds me of... What kind of music do you like? Music is emotionally connected to memories and identity. When you share what music means to you and ask about their preferences, you're inviting a deeper conversation about experiences and feelings. Now you repeat. This music reminds me of summer vacation. What kind of music do you like? 44. I'm trying to meet new people tonight. Mind if we chat? This honest approach often works well. You're being clear about your intentions, which takes pressure off both of you. People usually admire the courage it takes to say this directly. Now you repeat. I'm trying to meet new people tonight. Mind if we chat? 45. Have you tried the food? It's amazing. Sharing enthusiasm about food creates instant connection. If they haven't tried it, you can go together. If they have, you could compare favourites. Food is a safe, enjoyable topic everyone can discuss. Now you repeat. Have you tried the food? It's amazing. 46. I don't know many people here. Are you friends with the host? Admitting you don't know many people often prompts others to include you. They might introduce you to their friends or share that they're in the same situation. Vulnerability creates connection. Now you repeat. I don't know many people here. Are you friends with the host? 47. Great party. Have you been to their events before? This assumes the positive and asks for more information. People who are regulars often enjoy sharing their experiences and might invite you to future events they know about. Now you repeat. Great party. Have you been to their events before? 48. I love your energy. You seem like a fun person to know. Bold compliments about someone's personality can create instant warmth. When delivered sincerely, they make people feel seen and appreciated for who they are, not just how they look. Now you repeat. I love your energy. You seem like a fun person to know. 49. Where did you get your drink? I need one too. This practical question creates a natural excuse to walk together or for them to point out details about the event. It's a simple way to extend the conversation or create movement together. Now you repeat. Where did you get your drink? I need one too. 50. Are you here with friends or flying solo like me? Flying solo is a friendly way to say alone. This question helps identify others who might be looking for connections. You can team up to meet more people together. Now you repeat. Are you here with friends or flying solo like me? Let me share something that happened last month. I was at a birthday party where I knew only the host. I stood in the corner, holding my drink, feeling invisible. Then I remembered phrase 44. I walked up to a friendly-looking group and said exactly that. I'm trying to meet new people tonight. Mind if we chat? They immediately welcomed me, introduced me to everyone, and by the end of the night, I had 3 new friends. Sometimes honesty is the best strategy. 51. This venue is really cool. Have you been here before? Discussing the location gives you something immediate to talk about. You can share observations about the decor, the atmosphere, or the neighbourhood. It's an easy topic that can lead anywhere. Now you repeat. This venue is really cool. Have you been here before? 52. I'm thinking of leaving soon. Want to share a taxi? Practical suggestions like this can extend new friendships. Sharing transportation gives you more time to talk and shows trust. You might discover you live near each other or have similar routes. Now you repeat. I'm thinking of leaving soon. Want to share a taxi? 53. Did you see that funny thing that just happened? Sharing an observed moment creates instant connection. When you both witness something amusing, commenting on it makes you co-conspirators in the joke. Shared laughter is powerful for bonding. Now you repeat. Did you see that funny thing that just happened? 54. I'm new to these events. Any tips for meeting people? Asking for social advice often prompts people to become your guide. They might introduce you to others, share their own strategies, or team up with you to meet more people. Now you repeat. I'm new to these events. Any tips for meeting people? 55. You look like someone who might know. Where's the bathroom? This humorous approach often gets a laugh. It's a different way to ask a simple question. The playful tone can lead to more relaxed, fun conversations. Now you repeat. You look like someone who might know. Where's the bathroom? 56. I promised myself I'd talk to at least 3 new people tonight. You're number 2. Sharing your personal challenge makes the interaction special. People often want to help you succeed and might even introduce you to your third person. It's playful and purposeful. Now you repeat. I promised myself I'd talk to at least 3 new people tonight. You're number 2. 57. What brings you to this event? This open question allows people to share as much or as little as they want. Their answer reveals their interests, connections, or circumstances. It's more interesting than just, what do you do? Now you repeat, what brings you to this event? 58. I'm enjoying just people watching. Have you noticed anything interesting? This invites someone to share observations with you. People watching together creates a sense of partnership and can lead to funny, insightful conversations about human behaviour. Now you repeat. I'm enjoying just people watching. Have you noticed anything interesting? 59. Want to get some fresh air with me? Suggesting a change of environment can deepen conversations. Outside or in a quieter space, you can hear each other better and have more meaningful exchanges. It shows you value the conversation. Now you repeat. Want to get some fresh air with me? 60. It was really nice talking to you. Could we exchange numbers? Being direct about wanting to stay in touch shows confidence and genuine interest. Most people appreciate clarity. If they're interested too, you've just made a potential friend. Now you repeat. It was really nice talking to you. Could we exchange numbers? Part 4. Community and neighbourhood connections. Phrases 61 to 80. Your neighbourhood is full of potential friends. These phrases help you connect with people who live near you, creating a sense of community and belonging. 61. I just moved in next door. Wanted to introduce myself. Taking initiative to meet neighbours sets a positive tone. Even if conversations stay brief, you've opened the door for future interactions. Good neighbour relationships make life more pleasant. Now you repeat. I just moved in next door. Wanted to introduce myself. 62. Do you know when the recycling gets picked up? Practical questions are perfect icebreakers with neighbours. Everyone deals with the same local services. This can lead to sharing other useful local information and establishing helpful relationships. Now you repeat. Do you know when the recycling gets picked up? 63. Your garden looks amazing. How do you keep it so nice? Complimenting something people work hard on always gets positive responses. Gardeners love sharing tips. You might get advice, plant cuttings, or even help with your own garden. Now you repeat. Your garden looks amazing. How do you keep it so nice? 64. I often see you walking your dog. I'm thinking of getting one too. This creates common ground and asks for experiential advice. Dog owners love talking about their pets and often have strong opinions about breeds, training, and local dog-friendly spots. Now you repeat. I often see you walking your dog. I'm thinking of getting one too. 65. Is there a neighbourhood group or community board I should know about? Asking about community resources shows you want to be involved. People appreciate neighbours who care about the area. You might discover local events, online groups, or traditions. Now you repeat. Is there a neighbourhood group or community board I should know about? 66. I'm organising a small barbecue next weekend. Would you like to come? Hosting gatherings builds community. Starting small with immediate neighbours feels manageable. Even if some can't attend, they'll appreciate the invitation and might reciprocate later. Now you repeat. I'm organising a small barbecue next weekend. Would you like to come? 67. Have you lived here long? How has the neighbourhood changed? Long-time residents often enjoy sharing local history. Their stories help you understand the community better. You might learn about traditions, changes, and the character of the area. Now you repeat. Have you lived here long? How has the neighbourhood changed? 68. I noticed we put our bins out at the same time every week. Acknowledging patterns with humour creates connection. These small shared experiences of daily life can be the foundation for neighbourly friendships. It's relatable and light. Now you repeat. I notice we put our bins out at the same time every week. 69. Do you know any good contractors, plumbers, electricians? Asking for local recommendations serves two purposes. You get needed information and you show trust in their judgment. People like being helpful with practical matters. Now you repeat. Do you know any good contractors in the area? 70. I'm going to the store. Can I pick anything up for you? This thoughtful offer is especially meaningful for elderly neighbours or those with young children. Even if they don't need anything, the gesture builds goodwill and community spirit. Now you repeat. I'm going to the store. Can I pick anything up for you? 3 years ago, I used phrase 61 when I moved to my current apartment. I baked cookies and knocked on doors to introduce myself. One neighbour, Maria, invited me in for tea. She told me about the neighbourhood, the best local shops and which neighbours to know. Now she's like family to me. We have dinner together every Sunday. It all started with a simple introduction and some cookies. 71. I'm trying to find a good gym, library, park around here. Any suggestions? Asking for local recommendations gets practical help while showing you want to be part of the community. People enjoy being local experts and might even offer to show you their favourites. Now you repeat. I'm trying to find a good gym around here. Any suggestions? 72. Your kids seem so well behaved. What's your secret? Parents appreciate recognition of their efforts. This question shows you notice and value good parenting. It often leads to honest conversations about the challenges and joys of raising children. Now you repeat. Your kids seem so well behaved. What's your secret? 73. I love this neighbourhood. What's your favourite thing about living here? Positive questions generate positive conversations. When people share what they love about where they live, they feel more connected to both the place and you. Now you repeat. I love this neighbourhood. What's your favourite thing about living here? 74. Have you heard about the community event next month? Discussing local events creates opportunities to attend together. If they haven't heard about it, you're sharing useful information. If they have, you can make plans to go together. Now you repeat. Have you heard about the community event next month? 75. I'm starting a neighbourhood book club. Would you be interested? Creating community activities positions you as a connector. Book clubs are perfect because they're regular, social, and intellectually engaging. Even if reading isn't their thing, they might know others who'd join. Now you repeat. I'm starting a neighbourhood book club. Would you be interested? 76. That was quite a storm last night. Did you have any damage? Shared experiences like weather events bring neighbours together. Checking on each other after storms shows care and often leads to mutual help with cleanup or repairs. Now you repeat. That was quite a storm last night. Did you have any damage? 77. I sometimes get packages when I'm not home. Could we exchange numbers in case? Practical neighbour relationships often grow into friendships. Having each other's contact information for packages creates trust and opportunities for more interaction. Now you repeat. I sometimes get packages when I'm not home. Could we exchange numbers in case? 78. I've been meaning to explore the neighbourhood more. Any hidden gems? Hidden gems means special places not everyone knows about. This question positions your neighbour as a local expert and might lead to exploring together. Now you repeat, I've been meaning to explore the neighbourhood more. Any hidden gems? 79. We should have a block party sometime. Suggesting community events shows leadership and social initiative. Even if it doesn't happen immediately, planting the seed gets people thinking about community connection. Now you repeat, we should have a block party sometime. 80. It's so nice to have good neighbours like you. Direct appreciation strengthens relationships. When you tell people they're good neighbours, they often try to live up to that positive image. Gratitude builds community. Now you repeat. It's so nice to have good neighbours like you. Part 5. Activity-based friendships. Phrases 81 to 100. Shared activities create natural friendships. Whether at the gym, in classes, or through hobbies, these phrases help you connect with people who share your interests. 81. Is this your first time at this class too? Finding fellow beginners creates instant camaraderie. You can support each other, share the learning experience, and laugh about mistakes together. Shared newness bonds people quickly. Now you repeat. Is this your first time at this class too? 82. Your form looks great. Have you been doing this long? Specific compliments about skills show you're paying attention and learning. People who've worked hard to develop abilities appreciate recognition and often enjoy sharing their journey. Now you repeat. Your form looks great. Have you been doing this long? 83. Mind if we partner up for this exercise? Suggesting partnership in activities requiring pairs shows initiative. Working together creates natural conversation opportunities and shared accomplishment. Is practical and social. Now you repeat. Mind if we partner up for this exercise? 84. I'm training for a 5K. Are you working toward anything specific? Sharing goals invites others to share theirs. You might find training partners or just supportive friends who understand the dedication required. Common goals create strong bonds. Now you repeat. I'm training for a 5K. Are you working toward anything specific? 85. This instructor is tough, but I guess that's why we're here, right? Shared struggle creates connection. Acknowledging difficulty with humour helps everyone feel less alone in their challenges. It's a bonding moment over common experience. Now you repeat. This instructor is tough, but I guess that's why we're here, right? 86. Do you come to this time slot regularly? Understanding someone's schedule helps you become regulars together. Seeing familiar faces makes activities more enjoyable and creates natural friendship development over time. Now you repeat. Do you come to this time slot regularly? 87. I'm trying to be more consistent with exercise. How do you stay motivated? Asking for motivation advice shows vulnerability and respect for their discipline. People enjoy sharing what works for them, and you might find an accountability partner. Now you repeat. I'm trying to be more consistent with exercise. How do you stay motivated? 88. Want to grab a smoothie after class? Extending activity relationships beyond the scheduled time deepens connections. Post-workout refreshments provide relaxed conversation time when endorphins are high and people feel accomplished. Now you repeat. Want to grab a smoothie after class? 89. Have you tried any other classes here? Exploring shared interest beyond your current activity can lead to trying new things together. People often have recommendations that match your fitness level and interests. Now you repeat. Have you tried any other classes here? 90. I'm nervous about this. Is it as hard as it looks? Admitting nerves makes you relatable. More experienced people often become protective and helpful when newbies express concern. This vulnerability can create mentorship-style friendships. Now you repeat. I'm nervous about this. Is it as hard as it looks? My friend James told me about using phrase 84 at his gym. He mentioned training for a marathon, and 3 people immediately offered advice. One became his running partner, another shared nutrition tips, and the third invited him to a running club. Now he has a whole community of running friends. Sometimes one question opens many doors. 91. This is harder than I expected. Please tell me it gets easier. Humorous complaints about difficulty create solidarity. Everyone remembers being beginners. Veterans often share encouraging stories about their own struggles and eventual progress. Now you repeat. This is harder than I expected. Please tell me it gets easier. 92. I noticed you're here often. You must really love this. Acknowledging someone's dedication opens conversations about passion and commitment. Regular attendees often have interesting stories about how activities change their lives. Now you repeat. I noticed you're here often. You must really love this. 93. Do you know any good YouTube channels for practicing at home? Asking for resources shows you're serious about improvement. People love sharing helpful finds. This can lead to exchanging tips, progress updates, and mutual support. Now you repeat. Do you know any good YouTube channels for practicing at home? 94. We should create a WhatsApp group for class members. Taking initiative to create community infrastructure helps everyone stay connected. Groups allow sharing schedules, motivation, and social plans beyond structured activities. Now you repeat. We should create a WhatsApp group for class members. 95. Your progress is inspiring. I remember when you started. Recognizing someone's journey shows you pay attention and care. People feel seen and valued when others notice their hard work. This creates deep, supportive friendships. Now you repeat. Your progress is inspiring. I remember when you started. 96. Are there any social events for members here? Asking about social aspects shows interest in community beyond just activity. Many places have social gatherings you might not know about. This positions you as socially engaged. Now you repeat. Are there any social events for members here? 97. I'm thinking of trying the advanced class. Have you done it? Seeking advice about progression shows trust in someone's experience. They might offer to join you or share helpful preparation tips. Growth conversations deepen relationships. Now you repeat. I'm thinking of trying the advanced class. Have you done it? 98. Thanks for the tip last week, it really helped. Following up on advice shows you listened and valued their input. People feel good when their suggestions work. This gratitude often leads to more sharing and deeper connection. Now you repeat. Thanks for the tip last week. It really helped. 99. Want to be workout buddies? I could use the accountability. Direct requests for partnership show maturity and self-awareness. Accountability partnerships often become real friendships as you support each other through challenges and celebrate successes. Now you repeat. Want to be workout buddies? I could use the accountability. 100. It's been great getting to know you through class. Want to hang out sometime outside of here? This is the ultimate friendship escalator. You're explicitly moving the relationship beyond its original context. It takes courage, but often leads to lasting friendships. Now you repeat. It's been great getting to know you through class. Want to hang out sometime outside of here? Putting it all together. Congratulations! You now have 100 phrases to help you make friends in English. But remember, these phrases are just tools. The real magic happens when you use them with genuine interest in other people. Let me tell you one final story. When I started learning these friendship techniques, I wrote 5 phrases on a small card and kept it in my pocket. Every day, I challenged myself to use at least one. Some days I failed. Some days people didn't respond well. But more often than not, these simple phrases open doors to wonderful conversations and lasting friendships. Here are my final tips for using these phrases. Start small. Choose 5 to 10 phrases that feel natural to you. Practice them at home first. Say them out loud in the mirror. Get comfortable with how they sound in your voice. Be genuine. Only use phrases that match how you really feel. People can sense authenticity. If you're not a naturally bubbly person, don't use the most enthusiastic phrases. Find ones that match your personality. Listen more than you speak. These phrases start conversations, but listening keeps them going. Show real interest in the answers. Ask follow-up questions. Remember what people tell you. Don't fear rejection. Not everyone will want to be friends, and that's okay. Some people are having bad days. Some are shy. Some already have enough friends. Don't take it personally. Keep trying with others. Practice patience. Friendship takes time. You might need several conversations before someone warms up. Building real connections is a slow process, but it's worth the wait. Be the friend you want to have. Show interest. Offer help. Remember details. Follow through on plans. The energy you put into friendships comes back to you. Remember, every friend you have now was once a stranger. Every strong relationship started with a simple hello. You have everything you need to to build meaningful connections in English. These 100 phrases are your starting point, but your genuine interest in others is what will make friendships grow. I'm proud of you for learning these phrases. It takes courage to reach out to others, especially in a language that isn't your first. But you're doing it. Every time you use one of these phrases, you're not just practicing English. You're opening the door to new relationships, new experiences, and new perspectives. Keep this list handy. Review it often. Add your own phrases as you discover what works for you. Most importantly, use them. The best phrase in the world is useless if it stays in your notebook. Take it out into the world, start conversations, make connections, build friendships. You've got this, my friend. The world is full of potential friends waiting to meet you. All you need to do is say hello. This is Sarah from the English Learning Podcast. Thank you for joining me on this journey from stranger to friend. Remember, every friendship starts with a single phrase. Which one will you use today? Until next time, keep practicing, keep connecting, and keep believing in yourself. You're not just learning English, you're building bridges to amazing people. And that, my friend, is the greatest skill of all. Goodbye for now, and happy friend making.